Andrew once again, and welcome to another podcast. This is of a thriller that came out back in the 2000s with the always gorgeous Angie Everhart. I'm going to be doing two films with her. This is Wicked Minds, Cruel Intentions, just, a lesser version that was not in theaters. But this is a 92-minute movie, so let's get started. I always like to acknowledge women. Let's do this. Play. Stupid DVD player. I'm just glad this movie's short. This one and the other two I'm doing. Change the chat. Amy Sloane's in the movie. Andrew Walker. He's been in a lot of Hallmark movies. This is not a Hallmark movie. Don't only the mystery movies usually have are Hallmark movies. One day earlier, so this whole movie is a flashback. I haven't seen this movie in years because these are movies that I bought at like thrift stores or Best Buy, Target, Walmart. At some CD shops, things like that. This isn't going to get a lot of views now. Superman is because I'm doing that Monday, but in the afternoon, like this. With this, no, I just want to rewatch it. It's been years. Yeah, I've always liked Angie Everhart ever since I saw her as a kid. I saw her in Last Action Hero was the first time I saw her. See, it's a Canadian production. I think it is. It says Hearst Entertainment, which I never heard of. Two people wrote this movie, directed by Jason Reno. Now, I've seen worse actors from the U.S. and from Canada, so. It's a warm day today. It's 79 degrees. It's 79 degrees in late September. It should feel like 50 or 60, but it's not winter yet, so the weather's not going to drop for a while. Good. I don't want to go to Comic-Con if it was like 20 degrees out. I've been to Madison Square Garden and the Barclays Center in the cold, and it's hard to sit there. It's hard to get there because it's so cold outside, but there. It's a good-looking movie for the early 2000s. There she is in her freckled, beautiful body. I'm a fan. She doesn't have to do A-list material to get my attention. Because People said her career peaked when she did Bordello of Blood, but I'm like, no, she's sexy in that. I haven't seen that all the way through. I don't like the ending. She's still a beautiful woman to this day. At least her face doesn't look like it's melting like other women I've seen. Would love for her to go to the convention, you know? Sorry. No. What do I do? Stepmom. That's a lot to take in 6 minutes. Of course she seduces a man. Look at her. That's what Angie Everard was good at in a lot of films and shows. She's not in my top 10, but I do like her. I'm very attracted to her. As I should be. I'm a heterosexual man. Yep. Yeah, I'm right here. Just move this thing a little bit to the side. Look at those legs. And those feet. Usually a woman doesn't look that good in a movie unless they have some kind of a, you know, second motivation. She's almost the same age as Heather Stevens, and she's just gorgeous. If she did a scene like Heather Stevens around this time, I would have blown a gasket. I would have been like, I would have popped like a cork. Numb. No, I prefer Comic-Con than places like this. These fancy places where you gotta wear suits. Comic-Con, there is no dress code. You could wear a costume, you could wear your regular clothes, but you have to be decent enough. There's women that have their, you know, they put their big flabby, you know, rumps in a bikini and they say it's a costume. Yeah, why not? At least she's not retired. Where's my water? Oh, it's an auction. Hello there. She has nice hair too. Josh will love this because these girls, because they're both redheads. Now, before I do my podcast Monday, I have to reserve my seat for the panel in for Comic Con. Then I'll do the podcast. It's at 12, so man, I don't remember this movie at all. It's been years. That's why I chose this, because I wanted to do some thrillers instead of just, more kids movies or things like that. She's not cheap. Don't grab a woman by the neck. I don't do that. I do not brutalize women. I adore them. Why would I want to put my hands around their neck? No, that's scary. There's a difference between kissing the neck and grabbing them like this, like the Undertaker. You can't tell her what to do. Some women do throw themselves at other men. That's just how they are. It's how they are. Some of them are not. Some husbands and wives are swingers. You know what that means, right? Yum. I haven't seen this movie in a while, Josh, so I don't remember. I think the ending was kind of weak. But I didn't like the ending of Cruel Intentions either. The first one, when Ryan Felipe gets hit by the car, I don't like him as an actor, but it's a downbeat ending for no reason. He can't just leave. No, he has to get killed. It kind of was a bum ending, you know? I watched this for her, you know that. I could put this away. Thankfully, I was able to go out today in the nice sunny weather because it was raining a lot yesterday, and then it stopped raining in like the afternoon, the mid-afternoon. If a movie has an actress that I'm really into, I can watch it all the way through to the end. Lingerie. That's like saying I can't get through Deadpool and Wolverine because of Lady Deadpool. She's not the main character of the movie. If she was the main villain, then Josh should have had a bigger problem. But it's a cameo. Blake Lively says a few lines and then she's gone. She serves no purpose in the movie just because she's married to Ryan Reynolds and he wrote this part of the script. Of course she was going to be there. Things I wasn't big on. I know, I get it. It's a Canadian production that's very light on violence and it doesn't have any nudity because it's not on Max or something, and it's also not a R-rated like NC or NC-17 movie like Showgirls. That's way worse, Josh. Yes, Karen could do something like this, but not on TV. I mean, like in the theaters or on streaming. Her beautiful hair, and she kept her beautiful hair all this time. She didn't cut it or make it look weird. Because I treat every actress with respect that I'm into. I don't care what their age is. From teen years all the way to old age. If I'm a fan, I will always show up to one of their movies in the theater or watch it on streaming. Because I'm heterosexual. That's not something heterosexual people don't have to come out because they don't go in. We don't have to go in the closet. Because there is no closet to go into when we don't have to come out because we never went in. I used to be in my mom's closet when I was a kid, and I would just play with her shoes and walk around with her high heels, because I was a kid. I was like 5. It was a joke because I was a short kid in 1990 on vacation till the 23rd. It's an amazing spot. She does look like a lot like Heather Stevens. This beautiful hair, man. I love it. And big natural bosoms. Again, I'm not going to complain about it. I had to sit through 3 months of women with accents and with not the most attractive skin. I mean, I did see Stranger Things. You have Sadie Sink in that, but she's way younger than Angie Everhart is. Look at those freckles. Freckles are nice, man. On a woman. Theaters and streaming. Karen should do a thriller. Angie was a 90s Heather Stevens. Yeah, she was, because she started doing films in like the late 80s, early 90s. Angie was and Karen combined with Christina Hendricks, yeah. Again, I would too. I would love to see Christina Hendricks' bosom to just go. 19 minutes in. At least this is short. There's some erotic thrillers that are way longer than this. Like Cruel Intentions or Basic Instinct, the first one, and Fatal Attraction. Those are much harder to get through. If I do those, it's probably going to be in October, November, because I don't want to do them this week. And I want to keep it a little light. Yeah, this is dark, but not overly dark. It's not graphic. Because after seeing stuff like Alien, Earth, and Gen 5, I don't want to just see a bunch of blood this weekend. It's too bad none of the Louds are redheads because the Louds are all brunettes or blondes because of the two parents. There's no redheads because Lynn Jr. is a brunette. Yeah, Annika's just so gorgeous, man. When she becomes a full adult next year, man, I'm just like, oh, God, I just want a girlfriend that beautiful. She's the only reason I watched this movie in the first place. I'm like, oh, Angie Everhart, I like her. Again, look at me. I'm wearing red. A shot. This movie's on Tubi and it's also on YouTube as well, so you can find this movie. It's not impossible to find. Like, Exit to Eden, Josh, is a hard movie to find. No pun intended, because it's a really hard R-rated movie. I can watch it on Internet Archives, but you have to look like in Archives or S-Flix or something like that. Because Wicked was way too long. It was this movie, but add another hour to it. I'm like, it didn't need another hour. It was just way too padded. I was like, guys, next time make the movie 2 hours. Don't add 30 extra minutes that nobody cares about. Defying Gravity wasn't even like 4 minutes. It was like 10 minutes. I was like, oh my God, just end. Please stop interrupting the song. I know that's how they do it in the play, but what works in a play and works in a movie are not the same thing. Plays have intermissions. A lot of movies nowadays do not. What a woman, man. Yes, ma'am. See the kissing. Some people say this is awkward. I'm like, no. Caressing a beautiful woman, yeah, I'm not going to complain about that, guys. I keep saying, I've been saying it for time and time again, that the female body is a work of art when it's naturally made. Yes, ma'am. It's more like foreplay because they're not going to show full frontal. This isn't an adult film. No. Those are way more intense, and those are things I cannot do podcasts for, mainly because of the YouTube guidelines. This is why nobody reviews, PORN. Uh-oh. He hit her. You should never hit a woman, no matter how angry you are. Just punch a wall. Don't punch a woman. Mortal Engines, I'm gonna do that eventually. Maybe I'll do it in December. That's when it came out. So, and I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I will do a podcast for that because I have two ways to do live streams. This and my laptop, which works. The tablet I have, I got rid of it because it just was a piece of junk. It sucks so badly. Josh, you said I hope I get to caress a guy. You mean girl. I'm sorry, that's a typo. It's hard to do that on your phone, I get it. I'm just glad I got my Blu-ray. I'm gonna show it in October after Comic-Con. That's nice. See, the movie doesn't start dark. Like some movies are just miserable. I know you're not gonna watch the DiCaprio movie, Josh, because it's almost 3 hours long. Who's gonna watch a movie that long in the theater? I'd rather see Gabby's Dollhouse. I have a niece that I could take to if she was able to go to the theater. If she wasn't a baby, I would take her to that because it's a G-rated movie, so anybody can go see it. Because at least Gabby's Dollhouse is not 2 hours and 50 some minutes. That's way too long, man. That was nice. Because if you had a picture of her and Heather, you would think that they were sisters or something. They're both gorgeous redheads. That's kind of easy to make grow. Yeah, it was a mistake. It's a typo, Josh. Sometimes I say the wrong thing too. I got my digital copy. That's how I'm going to see Superman next week. Because I had to have it. I didn't want that movie to sell out and then I have to wait till December to get it. It's my favorite movie of 2025, so of course I was going to buy it. There's other movies I bought that I'm not going to show until the month of October. Your car. No, I don't take sleeping pills. I have a sleep aid I'm going to drink in 2 weeks so I could go to bed. What is it, ecstasy or? Shouldn't be hitting women. Someone gave you a digital copy of the movie, Josh? Lucky you. I have it too. I have it on Movies Anywhere because it's a DC, Warner Brothers movie, so they have Movies Anywhere. Paramount doesn't have that. You have to put it on Fandango. None. She is stunning, man. Easily caress, a body that's so embraceable, man. I don't know why people are embarrassed by this. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Why would you want to hide art, right? She is just beautiful, man. Her name is Lana, like one of the. Wait a minute. Yeah, Lana, like one of the loud girls. The tomboyish girl from the one of the tomboyish girl with the missing tooth in the Loud House. Well, they have their teeth filled in the real Loud House. Why? You have to lose sometimes, dude. I did. I got my Blu-ray, but I had some losses this past summer. I was supposed to go on vacation in August, and that didn't happen. Now I have to go to Medieval Times in the fall, either October or November. Just not Halloween. And also, I want to see the real thing. Don't use CGI bosoms. It's not worth it, guys. It looks fake. Like in the movie, what was it called? Not the other guys. What was it called? The Change Up. They use CGI bosoms on Leslie Mann. I'm like, why would you show fake breasts? Doesn't make any sense. CGI ones? It doesn't make any sense. It kind of took me out of the movie. That movie never needed CG in it. It's not like it was like an action comedy or like a sci-fi comedy. It's just a gross out raunchy comedy. Lisa caressed Karen? Yeah. We haven't seen that in a while because she's mostly been covered in makeup or doing voice work. Some girls are not comfortable. Caitlyn is very comfortable, Josh. I mean, look at her in every award show and in Booksmart and even Unbelievable. I know it's dark. You don't have to tell me it's like this movie, but way darker. But she shows her legs a lot in that. I'm like, yeah, be proud of your body. Don't ever be ashamed of it. Thousands are watching and also implies two guys not always be comfortable showing their skin. Yeah, but with guys like with Peacemaker, they were a little bit too comfortable. Not Cena. I'm talking about the people, the extras in that. Yeah, I didn't need to see some of that. I was, it was shocking. I was like, what? Where did that come from? I was like, oh, it came out of nowhere. No pun intended. With Angie, I'm like, I'm expecting something sexy out of her, but down in the Everglades. Caitlyn is very comfortable in her skin. That hasn't changed. I'll just shut that off for now. Once if it is inappropriate, I'll just block that person. We're 33 minutes in, so the movie's like a third of the way through. It's not very long. I didn't want to choose any 2-hour movies until I did Superman. Hello, girl. They're like, you just care about what a woman looks like. No, I want to know what a woman feels like. I want to hear their voice. I want to touch their hair. I want to see how not fun they are going to be. It's not just about looks. If it was all about looks, then every woman would be bangable. I'm like, yeah, some are and some not. They have to have personality too and not be criminals. If you know what I mean. Because I'll take an Angie Everhart any day over someone like Amber Heard. Because she's a criminal. Let me lie down. Architecture. And even Emma Myers. Don't let her little petite face fool you. She's a woman. She could do anything she wants. She has one of those faces that are just, she's snuggly. She's like the Snuggles bear. That cute little teddy bear in the front of those fabric softener. Yeah. It's not always about what's in the bank, too. I haven't had a bank account in years because they take interest rates and it hurts you. See, why does he keep grabbing her neck? Ah, shut up. Manly. She has a cute voice. This isn't a 50 Shades of Grey. That's way more painful. That involves things that you can't do on YouTube. Especially, you know, a TikTok video, you can't do that because they'll say it's a guideline. That's against the guidelines. They can't show any kind of, you know, bondage. I'll just keep it at that. No. Of course, Mikey Madison was. I mean, look at Honora. That's not exactly a Broadway musical. It's something way more innocent. It's way less innocent than that. Yes, ma'am. It is dangerous, especially. I don't want to hunt animals. I do not hunt animals or people. All I kill is bugs. Because bugs are bad. A lot of them are just pests that are in the house that don't need to be there. Flies, roaches, mosquitoes, things like that. I let butterflies live because or bees, because they're just pollinating the flowers. So they have a reason to live. Those hopping little red and gray things, do not. They're pests. They attack wildlife. So they're dangerous. Me. 40 minutes in. Look at those eyes. to. What happened? At a house. Yeah, you think? A fruit smoothie. Yeah, you think? You notice that 42 minutes into the movie? Huh. Oh, SpaghettiOs. See, they give us these weird look. I know this is not a great movie, Josh, but I just love Andy Everhart. I love looking at her. I love listening to her. Her character, yes, kind of devious, but she's not the worst person in the world. Mhm. Yeah. It's curtains for you, Rocky. Lola? XO. I know this movie's not funny. I'm just thinking of something funny because this movie's more serious. It's not like dark as other movies I've seen this year. Definitely, this is G-rated compared to some thrillers I've seen on Netflix or Tubi or something like that. At least dead. His father is murdered. Dun dun dun. Commercial break. This feels like one of those movies I did earlier this year. I did a movie with Amanda Donohoe. It's what was it? The Mary Higgins novels. Yeah, they're kind of like this. Yeah, there was no Lucille allowed because you had Lana, Luann, Lucy, Lana, Lola, Lily, and what you call it, Lynn Jr., uh, Lori, Lenny, Lisa, but there's no Louisa or Lois or something like that. 48 minutes. The original. I saw a 360 shot. Contact. I don't know. Where were you? 51 minutes in. Or Madeline Petch, I would love to see her get away from those strangers movies and just do something like this. Because she has gorgeous red hair and that beautiful booty of hers. She dropped the cup. Women could be very strong, you never know. Don't underestimate them. We're getting to the third act already. It's a little slow, Josh. I know it's not. Paranoia was one of the worst thrillers I've ever seen in my life. It's not thrilling, it's not entertaining, it's boring. The two leads have no chemistry. The only good thing is Harrison Ford. And even he was like, yeah, I'm going to overact because this movie doesn't deserve my good acting. They are. And that's the next commercial break. Just like in those Incredible Hulk movies I did a few days ago. It's a good thing that Elsa doll I got is not made of glass, or it would have broken months ago. That's a problem. It says for better, for worse, and through sickness and health. Yeah. Some people forget that line. almost done. This is a nice, easy podcast to do because it wasn't 2 hours. No. Emma is capable and cute. Caitlin is comfortable in her own skin. Yes, she is. I've seen it. The other girl is kind of underused, but tape. Nobody uses tape anymore. I'm gonna take a nap after this. That looks like Canadian beer. See, milk tree. Milk tree. I never heard of it. We're 60 minutes in, so we got about 30 minutes left. Yeah, I never got a will yet. Because most of my family members that passed away didn't write a will. Yep, try helping. That's an invasion of privacy, guys. Yeah, that's what they all say. And there's a commercial break. That's a flashback, actually. It's perfect. Doesn't. That's a good one. Don't tell Harry. Look at that sword. Yes, ma'am. Tall woman, too. Look at that hair. Yeah, Drew Barker looks the same here as he did, as he does now. Just a little older, that's all. Suicide letter. Yikes. I'm never writing, man. Ever. So there's nothing. There's no reason to end your life ever. That's never the answer to anything. Spear. She tried to kill him. It's the way he cries. You're like, you know, you could shoot her, and then it's over. Did she fire at him and you love him? We're a few minutes left from it ending. Yes, he does. Pretty boy. At least somebody admits it. Caracas. Lucille Clarkston. We know. Yep. Blood pig will be used as evidence in court. See? Devious minds, man. Commercial break. That would have been a commercial break. 5 minutes in. I'm not strong. Yikes. Ooh. Wow. Ouch. Photo album that were all lies. Ugh. Getting tired. When the movie's almost over, don't worry. It's not like there's another hour left. Yep. Get your sword. What are you, a lesbian or bisexual? What are you? The other redhead. She was in cahoots the whole time. That's why she's kind of underused in the film. Yeah, I bet this is what Josh wasn't a fan of. Call me Stacy, baby? Yeah, that was stupid. But she's barely in the film, so. Shyamalan did worse twists than this, like in Trap. In the movie Trap, the ending doesn't make any sense. He should have died. They should have either arrested uh, Josh Hartnett and put him in an asylum or kill him, not taser him and then leave him loose. Lana would never do something like this. At least Superman didn't have any stupid twists like this. That would have been horrible. Of course not. She's the main character of the movie. Her and the Holden. Baby. It bothered me more in Wild Things because they do the twist in the first 30 minutes of the movie. I'm like, that's too early to do a twist, guys. But she's like, I was assaulted and then it was all a ruse. I'm like, yeah, that's why I didn't finish the movie because I'm like, what else am I supposed to look forward to? And I met Denise Richards. She's super chill, but I didn't like her for Wild Things. I liked her for Starship Troopers and Lois and Clark and Undercover Brother, where she's not a liar. don't know that. No, I'm not seeing Avatar 2 or 3. They're re-releasing the second one, and I'm not seeing the third one because I hated the first one. The first one was so boring. It was the most boring movie James Cameron's ever made. And I haven't even seen Titanic yet, but I've heard Titanic is good for what it is. No, not that. This third act twist is kind of stupid, but yeah, if he doesn't die. All for money. I don't commit massive genocide for anything, not even for money. You think? Yep, see? You know what they say about payback, right? See, she does a good performance for a movie like this. You all want something, but you gotta earn it. I don't remember this movie a lot, because again, I saw it years ago. He did shoot him on the arm, like near the arm. Yep, there's nowhere to hide now, Holden. Just shoot him. I wouldn't hesitate. Someone tried to kill me in self-defense. I'm like, I killed him in self-defense. He tried to kill me. When your life is threatened, you have to fight. You have to fight back. You have to. Shoot him in the head. I don't know why they don't shoot him on the head. That will kill somebody, right? Right in the head. Yeah, I don't like the ending. Angie Everhart has to die, of course. He still got what he deserved, though. It's like Lex Luthor. He didn't die, but he gets his arm broken. I was so happy. But now, when I revisit that in a few days, I'm gonna have a smile on my face the whole time. Poor Angie. Yeah, she has to die at the end. They're like the Joker and Harley Quinn. It's like the ending of Suicide Squad, which didn't make any sense. We knew the Joker didn't die. It's a stupid ending anyway, because in Birds of Prey, he's mentioned so many times yet they don't show him. It's the same scene from earlier. That's why I didn't like Natural Born Killers, because those two people were way worse than these two. I hated Woody Harrelson and Juliette Lewis in that movie. They were just psychopaths. It's decent. It's got its moments. I think the ending is kind of weak though. This film was produced with the participation of the Movie Network, Super Ekran, and Movie Central. So that was Wicked Minds. Quebec, Canada, of course. And that's it. Ending is kind of weak. I didn't care for the ending, but Angie Everhart dies. That wasn't something I was a fan of. But she also dies in Bordello of Blood. But that was the Wicked Minds. Thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and tomorrow we're doing another Angie Everhart movie. This time I don't think she dies in it, but it's called Bear Witness with her and Daniel Baldwin. So see you in the next one.